Good Monday morning, healthy habit hustlers. Welcome to day one. I am so excited that you're here, and I hope you are too. I hope you are ready to get this party started. If you did not watch the welcome video that I posted on Friday, please go back and watch it. There's some great important information in there that's going to talk about how all of this is going to work. So just scroll up in the chat and you will find it. If you don't see it, just ask and we can drop it back in there again. But we're going to get started right now because I don't want these videos to go too long. Each day, there's going to be a video that's going to be popped in. That's going to be short. It's going to be our lesson for the day. And then the real actions, the real growth is going to happen in the chat. How you start to apply these lessons, how you start to talk through them. So today, we're going to be talking all about habit loops. What is a habit loop? And how in the world does that affect our lives? So a habit loop is anything that we do that is consistent. So it starts with a cue. Something happens in our life, in our daily actions, maybe not in our daily actions, but at some point, a cue, and then our routine reaction, and it gives us an instant reward. That's how it becomes a habit loop, right? We have a cue, a routine, and then a reward. And so when it's a reward and we feel good from it, we say, ooh, that worked really well. I'm going to do that again. Cue, routine, reward, cue, routine, reward. Habit loops are great when things are going positive in our lives, right? When they are positive things that serve us, we don't want to get rid of those habit loops, and we want to create more of those habit loops. So we're going to talk about in a second how to create those habit loops. But the first thing I want to talk about is how do we shift a current habit loop that is not serving us well? Because that's why we're in this challenge, right? That's why we're doing the hustle, is because we want to start to replace some of those bad, unhealthy habits that are in our lives. We all have so many of them. That's just the reality. I started my journey to getting healthier 6 years ago. I contend for my health every single day, and I am still working on creating new healthy habits and eliminating or replacing those unhealthy habits that have been in my life for a long time. This is not going to happen all in this 1 week of this hustle. This is going to be the kickoff, the start to getting you to recognize it. So how do we shift a current habit loop? First of all, we have to recognize it. We have to recognize where's our cue, what is our routine, and what's that reward. So I'm going to give you a great example of one that I hear all the time from clients. That is, it's been a really long day. We came home from work. The kids were, nutty, whatever. We did all of our things. The house goes quiet and we sit down in front of the TV in our favorite chair with a bowl of our favorite snack, and we watch TV and we're just eating, right? Cue, the house goes quiet. Or it's time for maybe our favorite TV show is on. Maybe it's not even the house goes quiet. Maybe the whole family is sitting there together. This could be part of the cue too, right? It's time for our favorite show. We sit in our favorite chair. That's the routine. And we sit with our bowl of our favorite snack, the instant reward. I feel better. I'm relaxing. I'm watching my show. I'm laughing. I'm eating, or I'm crying, or I'm whatever the show is doing for you. And I'm eating something. And there's your instant reward. But the long-term goal may not be getting you where you want to go. It may not be serving your long-term purpose. If it's serving your long-term purpose, then you're okay. And it's not an unhealthy habit. So that, right? But if you've built that snack in to be a healthy snack, there may not be a problem with it. But it's looking at that piece. Okay, so we're going to put this in the terms of that maybe this is not a habit that you want to continue. Okay, so how do we shift that current habit loop? We use my favorite tool ever, which is stop, challenge, choose. Stop. Stop is the important part, the pause. We put in the pause. Stop, ask ourselves, is this serving me well? What can I do with this? What should I be doing with this differently? And then make a choice as to how we can shift it. Maybe in that circumstance, it's that we sit in a different spot. Maybe in that circumstance, we totally watch the television in a different room. Whatever it is, we shift and make a different choice to change that routine so that the reward is different. We give ourselves some other different kind of reward. We want to still have that reward in there, because if there's no reward, it's not going to be pleasant and we're not going to continue to do it. But that pause is going to be really important. Okay. So today's action step is going to be for you to recognize a habit loop. And I actually would recommend sit down and list out some of your habit loops, good and bad. We want to recognize them both. But in the chat, we're going to do today, I want you to recognize when you're in a habit loop and put into action, stop, challenge, choose. And in real time, when it happens, when you've stopped and put into play, you've put in that pause and you've challenged and you've made a different decision, throw it in the chat so we can all come and celebrate you and we can celebrate together, okay? Because that's part of it. A big piece of it is celebrating when these changes happen, because that's going to give you a new reward, an additional reward to how we're feeling. We want to create those good feelings. So that's the start of today. Stop, challenge, choose, okay? Later on, we're going to be talking about how to create a new habit loop. But right now, where I want you to focus is on the ones that you currently have and starting to shift that routine. Have a great day. I cannot wait to celebrate with you in the chat, and I will see you guys back here later. Bye.